Good morning, my friends. Clink.
Coffee duck.
You like my glasses? It was one of my thrift finds. That's why I'm showing you.
In Florida, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I'll show you a picture here at the end. We found pants alike, and so we're not wearing the same shirt, but we're wearing the same pants. So I'm just here for an update. How you feeling on our walks, Connie?
Loving it. We actually, our walks are getting a little bit longer than usual.
But they're at the same rate, so our stride is getting better. I have on my phone, which is over there somewhere, on my phone, it's called Walking Mate. And so it tracks my steps. I get up in the morning and I do what is called a warm-up, and I walk extra, but it tracks whatever steps I'm taking. And so Connie and I get up and we do that, and then we have half a banana and some coffee to get us going, and we get up earlier and try and leave the house
By 7.
Right at 7 or before 7, before the sun hits really hard. But I wanted to say that on the way up there, there's this pole.
Under the bridge.
Under the bridge, there's this pole, and so her friend has started to go with us, and so we've decided that we're going to do exercises
What is
on
that
the
called?
pole.
It's not called a pole. It's called the ledge. No,
Whatever.
we'll show you a picture of it.
Yeah, we'll show you a picture right here. Anyway, on that, we do squats, we stretch, we do push-ups, we do leg extents, lunges. It's just been amazing what we can do now. It's just been amazing.
Now, we've been doing this, me and her, off and on. But all of a sudden today, I am so sore up here.
She's using some muscles she hadn't really used.
But they say that after like the second, third day, you'll feel it. You won't feel it like the first and second day. You'll feel it on the third day the most. And I'm feeling it today. So trying to do my hair this morning and braid it, and oh, I can feel it in my arms. So yeah, upper body.
I also wanted to address, someone sent me a message the other day and said that her friend or friends had said that she was getting a little vain now that she's lost over 100 pounds. I don't even remember the exact number. But, and how I answered that, I wrote her back and I told her, you know, don't try and hate back, because it doesn't help. It's not helping in one bit. But I do remember a person coming up to me and said, oh, now you think you're all that in a bag of chips. And she knew I was going, we were having a conference, and I was about to speak to all these women and about my weight loss. And she put me in a really bad frame, but I didn't allow that to happen. What I did is I told her, and I said, you know, I mentioned her name, and I said, I'm so sorry you feel that way about me, but you have to remember how far I've come. You have to know how far I've come. You've been with me from the get-go, because she's a good friend of mine. And I said, so allow me to rejoice in this body today. And honey, she didn't know what to say. I didn't want her to feel bad, and I didn't want to feel bad before my conference. So that's how I took care of that situation. And I think that was the best thing that I have learned, is you don't lash out, and you don't feel.
And this past year, she apologized.
She did.
I remember.
So it's just really, really hard to receive that kind of, feedback from people. But just know that it's not you, it's them.
Yeah.
And the more you think about it or have it in your heart, it just grows and grows and grows into some bitterness that you don't need. Just saying. Yeah. So that's how I took care of that situation. I wish that you would take care of that situation in the same way. And you're going to see that, you know, I'm a little older. not so wiser, but I am a little older and have experienced that already. So I'm just, you wanted my advice, and that's how I would deal with situations like that. How would you deal with situations? Have you had a situation like that? I don't think you have.
Not yet. They haven't approached me. And I don't want to be approached. I don't.
I was an easier target. Between both of us, I was the easier target for some reason.
I don't get people to say things that I recall that they would say to Rosemary.
And she was with me when people would talk ugly to me.
I was in a predicament one time where I was told why wasn't I going to certain places. I'll tell you why. I said, because y'all make it seem like it's okay for y'all to talk about my sister in front of me. And that shouldn't be said and it shouldn't be done. I said, and she's my blood. I said, I'm going to protect her. I'm going to, speak out for her. If she's not here to speak for herself, I will speak for her. I said, and I don't appreciate it, and I won't be coming back. So,
and that was when I was losing weight too, right? That's when it all started. So,
I mean, for Rosemary, I know I could see the difference. I could see it right away. £25, £50, £75, and I was always complimenting her. I was so proud of her, and we had just lost Mom. She had just lost her husband, and she was doing all that she could do to raise her 2 babies. And for people to lash out at my sister when she was going through so much at that time, it really hurt me. So I had to pull away. Because I was going to probably say something I was going to regret later on. Yeah. So, but you have to be aware, of. I had to realize
of
your friends, but I had to also realize these were people that were not understanding the journey she was going. Because see, I wasn't on that journey. I was trying to, but I wasn't doing a very good job. And I was so proud of her that I would say, if instead of being sarcastic.
Yeah.
There was a lot lift her up.
Yeah, there was a lot of sarcasticness. Yeah. And I think that's where I have learned, and I allowed, I allowed it to happen, but I learned a lot through it. And I can't say that I'm bitter for it. I grew from it. I grew from it.
I believe you did.
And I allowed, other people to be lifted up because of what I've gone through.
I believe that you went through what you went through because you can help others that are in the same situation that you were in, and that's why you can, you can respond back the way you do.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my phone.
Well, I didn't mean it to go into this, but I'm glad. I hope that someone can learn from this, and believe me, it's an experience that you have to go through yourself. And if you're going through it, I hope you learn from what I've just said and what Connie has just said. I was blessed by it, by the way. Thank you, my sister. All right, guys, we have got to go. Our friend is here, and I'll be putting pictures.